I actually just wanted to put together a video to show everybody my car. I wanted you to get a good idea of what the screen looks like. You can see here, it's pretty much an iPad. It's a little bit larger than an iPad. You can't rotate it. I've had some people ask me if I can rotate it. The Model S actually is up and down. The Model 3 is left and right. So, but a lot of cool features. You can actually see the cars here that are parked around me. Map on the screen, some of the features, you can actually go through all the lights. Everything is actually controlled through here. Nothing is on the dash, no speedometer, anything like that. You can see my speed here. That takes literally less than 2 minutes to get used to. I know people kind of panic about that, but it's really not even that big of a deal. Glove box, you can even open from here. You can see I just opened my glove box, close it there. Windshield wipers. Literally everything is on here, including all the different settings and things. I have 2 cameras on the sides. I have a camera on the front. There's a camera on the back. That's really where it detects everything. I'm gonna go ahead and get going here. You can actually see my rear camera. So you can see here, super quiet. The car is super quiet, and I love that about it. Car is running, it's moving, I'm pushing the gas, you can see the speed going up. What I'm actually gonna do here is show you a little bit of the voice recognition, what it can do. I'm gonna have it take me to Southtown Mall. I'm not actually gonna go there, but I want it to take me to the freeway. Navigate to Southtown Mall.
Now turn left onto South 700 East.
So it wanted me to turn left here. I'll actually go up here and I'll flip around, but you can again see all the cars here. This one next to me, that's a van. It's a kind of a crossover, but you could see that it was a little bit bigger vehicle. Control on this car, like this car controls just as well, if not better than any car that I've owned. So when I'm doing turns, different things like that, it's super great with the control. I could actually put it into sport mode. There's a couple of different modes. There's standard, there's kind of a chill mode, but there's also a sport mode. I just have it in standard. So I'm actually gonna jump on the highway here. I'm gonna hit navigate on autopilot, because that's actually gonna give me, you're gonna see some of the lane changes. I actually love that you can kind of see the steering wheel. You can't see the bottom of it, which is a bummer, because hopefully you can just trust me. So I'm on I-80 now. I'm actually gonna put it into autopilot now, so you can see I'm not actually touching it. I'm gonna actually turn on my turn signal here. You'll watch here, it's actually changing lanes for me. This is honestly the coolest part of owning a Tesla. It navigates for me, it changes lanes for me, it does so many different things. You're actually seeing me come up on an exit here. It's going to exit on its own. You're actually seeing apply light touch to the steering wheel. It won't let me just drive without. So people that are falling asleep, there's actually been an update. People can't fall asleep in the car anymore. It makes you be attentive, which is good in my opinion. You see the turn signal just went on. Actually kind of a funny thing about Tesla, I wouldn't have turned my turn signal on here. That was a fork in the road, but you can see here it's keeping me in the lane. I'm showing you my hands up here because I want you to see that it's actually turning for me. So it's keeping me in this lane. It's actually going to get me onto I-15. So I was wrong before when I said the automation ends there. It's actually going to take me onto I-15, and then you're actually going to see a recommended lane change, which is really cool. So, and then you're also going to see as we get on the freeway, you can see a little car up there, but as cars actually get around me a little bit more, you're going to see that was actually kind of interesting to watch. So I took over because the merge lanes, that is one thing about the automation Tesla has not really figured out. It cannot figure out those merge lanes. So that lane was coming to an end and it didn't know what to do, because it actually can't change a lane without your confirmation. I'm going to take over here as well because it needs to keep me on the freeway. But now you're going to start to see these big trucks. So this truck here, you can see it's an actual big truck, big semi. Same thing with this U-Haul. It picks up all of the vehicles around you, which is super cool, I think. it actually won't even let me change lanes. So you notice before the red line, it won't let me change lanes if there's a car there, and I think that's why I struggled with that exit, because a new car was coming up. But I can actually control my speed. So right now I'm at 74 max. It's like a cruise control. One thing that it hasn't done yet, it will look at traffic and try and figure out which lanes are faster than others. And it'll actually recommend a lane change. I'll show you some of the other features that are kind of cool. There's this hidden nugget. So there's my Tesla. Here's the hidden features. They call these the Easter eggs. So you can do like a whoopee cushion. Funny for like my nieces and nephews when they jump in the car. You can assign the whoopee cushion to a seat. And then when they sit down, you can actually have it make the sound, which is kind of funny. You can have it look like you're on Mars. There's the Santa mode, more cowbell. I can show you that one here in a second. I'll show you Santa mode, which is kind of funny. It's still on, but you can see on the screen my car just turned into Santa's sleigh. I apologize, the music doesn't shut off, which is super annoying, so I can't wait for Santa mode to go away. Turn signal is bells. I actually just figured out how to turn the music off. So you saw me stop here actually, and I actually didn't need to do that if it was on autopilot mode. If there's a car in front of you at the light, it actually will recognize that this car is stopped and it will come to a complete stop. I can put it in autopilot mode now because I'm at a dead stop at an intersection. While I'm here at the light, I'll show you some of the other features. So I'm not parked. To park, actually, you just push this in. Now you see that I'm in park. I can pop the frunk. There's a trunk on the front. There's a trunk on the back. I can actually open up the charger port from here. To go into drive, I actually just hit this down. It goes into drive mode. Put it in cruise control now. It will actually now keep me a specific distance behind the car in front of me. So now I've released the gap, but now you see I'm the first car in line. So it's not going to stop me until I actually run into the cars. But I won't run into them. I will actually stop, but I will be in the intersection. I'm putting it back on autopilot. You can see here it wants me to confirm a lane change because I need to get out of this merge lane. So if I just turn on the turn signal, again, you can see my hands, I'm not changing that lane. It actually changes the lanes for you. Now I'm on the freeway, recognizes that I'm on the freeway. It knows there's a van ahead of me, so it's actually keeping a certain distance between me and that van in front of me. I love this feature. Again, you have to be attentive, but I love not having to worry about if that van slams on its brakes, my car will actually recognize that that van is stopped. You'll see the apply light force to the steering wheel. You actually see it flashing blue here. So I'm going to apply light touch. If you don't apply light touch, I've actually tested it because I was curious to see, it will give you about 30 seconds of warning, constant flashing. The flashing gets faster, and then it actually takes it off of autopilot. But not only that, it actually revokes your privileges of autopilot for the rest of that drive. There are some other features that I haven't shown you. There's different profiles. If I switch it to Amanda's, the seats will change, the mirrors will change. That's really cool. This is our garage door. I can actually open the garage door from here. It goes off of LTE, so a lot of the data and different things like that, it can constantly update it. The music, you heard some of the music when I first started the video. You can see it here. I can put it into full mode. They have a couple of different stations there. And actually turn up the music so that you can hear it. So sound system honestly is pretty good. I do like the sound. There's some features here. You can control your phone from here as well. So if you want to listen to music on your phone. Seat heaters, you have the vents. This is actually super popular with people. You can actually change the direction of the vents here. So you can see those, and it's actually going through the steering wheel. There's no actual vents. It actually just goes through the dashboard. And then the seat heaters. There's actually seat heaters for all of the seats, including the ones in the back. So if people jump in the back, I can actually control their seat heaters from here, from this screen. Again, everything is controlled with this screen. Really cool features. And then when I drive, the music, you can see that the music pops back up. This is the mid-range, so it goes about 260 miles on a full charge.
Now turn right on.
It takes about 30 minutes to charge on a supercharger, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much you want to charge it. Typically on a Tesla, you don't do a full charge. You'll do like an 80% charge. That's what I do at home. That'll get you enough for the day. I'm actually going to pop up the mobile app for a second to show you a little bit about that. So you can see the mobile app here. This is my car, shows it's parked. You can see how many miles it has on it. I can pop the frunk, I can unlock the car. I can also set the climate. So if you're at work in the building, you can actually start to set the temperature controls in here. I'll turn on the seat heaters. You can see other controls here. I can honk, I can start the car. There's valet mode, different things like that. One thing I did want to show you though, there's this summon feature. You can actually summon the vehicle to come out of the garage. I've not tested this yet, and I'm not going to test it when it's in a garage. I'm going to test it when it's in an open parking lot, but you can actually have it back out of the parking stall for you. Another feature that you can do is you can actually have the car park for you. So if you're not great at parallel parking, the car can actually parallel park for you. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the features.